everyone! In this video we're gonna see how we can position our text. So for example, how can we put our text in the center or on the left or on the right or our HTML page. So we're gonna see how to do that with the CSS and which selector to use for that purpose. But before we get started, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to receive all of my videos. So let's get started. So to align our text and make it on the center or on the right or on the left, we're gonna use the text align property. But let's grab some text first. Let's just create a paragraph here and type Lauren like this and have some text. So let's just keep the line like this inside of the editor. And so let's save everything and let's go to the browser to check if everything is okay. So we have some text here. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create a background color to this text just to show you exactly what text align does to the text. So let's go back to the editor and we have our style tags here. So we're gonna create a background color for our text, and for that, as we have seen in the previous video, so we're gonna use the background color property, but before that we're gonna type the P like this to tell the browser that actually it's our paragraph that should have this background color. So P and background color, let's say green, for example. Okay, let's go back here to our browser, refresh, and so we have everything in green here. Or I think maybe the green color is not that clear, so yeah, we're gonna switch it to yellow. Maybe it's gonna be better. Let's check. Yeah, I think it's better. We can see the text clearly here, so we're gonna keep this color. So now we're gonna add the text align property, and we're gonna add it inside of this paragraph because text align property works in the same way as the background color property, which means that if we want to align our text on the center or on the right or on the left, we have to tell the browser that actually it's our paragraph that should be aligned. So to tell the browser that actually it's our paragraph, we're gonna write the same syntax, which is P, and open and close the curly braces, but we already have it here, so it's not necessary to repeat it once again. And that's why we're gonna just take this selector P and keep it and add inside of it the text align property like this. So text align property takes actually 4 values, 4 known values. It could take other values, but the values that are very known are center. Like if you want to position our text in the center of the page, so we're gonna give it center value like this. So text align, and we want our text to be in the center of the page. Let's save everything, go back to the browser and refresh. So normally here it is in the center. So it is not clear because we have a long sentence here, but we can grab, like, we can just have another text, another paragraph here, which is very short, a very short sentence, like text alignment lesson, like this, and save everything, you see, and go back to the browser here and then refresh, and you see, so we have this text alignment lesson, which is in the center of the HTML page. Okay, and after that, so we can give it also the left property instead of the center. If we want our text to be in the left, so the left position is the position by default. So even if you don't write left here, or if you remove the text align property, so you're gonna have your text that is in the left, because by default the browser considers in the left. Okay, so let's go back here, recreate our text align property and set the value to left like this. So we refresh and you see nothing has changed, because as I said earlier, the value by default of the text align is left. Now let's see what happens if we change the value to right like this. So let's refresh and you see, so the text is in the right. All right, okay. Now there are two other properties that you can find them, like sometimes you can use them in coding, or you can find them in other codes, which are start and end. So what does start mean? Well, the start property is to tell the browser, I want to start my text from the start. And in our case, the start here is the left position. Okay, so here if we come back to our browser and we refresh like this, so our text is positioned in the left. Okay, and for most languages the start will have the same position as the left position, because like for example French or English or Spanish, they all go from left to right. They are all languages that go from left to right. Okay, but let's take for example Arabic. For Arabic we started from the right, from here, okay, and it goes to the left. So if you assign the start value to the text align, in the case of Arabic the start is gonna be here in the right position. Okay, so it's gonna be reversed. In Arabic, we're gonna start here from the right, so the text will be aligned on the right if you give it the start value. Let's see now the end property like this, and let's refresh, and you see here for these languages, English, Spanish, and French, and all these, the end value acts like the right position. So when you assign end to text align, the text is positioned to the right. But in case of Arabic, so as Arabic starts from the right and goes to the left, the end position will gonna be the left. So the text will gonna be here. For end, if you assign end to the text align, so the end of the text is gonna be the left side. Okay, so the last value that we're gonna see is the justify value. So let's just get back to the left position, like left like this, or start, and refresh. Now I'm gonna change this value, the left value, to justify. But before I do that, I'm gonna just add some text here. So just say some text like this. Okay, I added 2 words just to show you exactly what will happen. So let's save everything and go back to the browser, refresh, and we have some text that is added. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the value of this to justify like this. I'm gonna save everything and go back to the browser, and as you can see here, the first sentence, it ends up at the exclamation mark. Okay, so I want you to see here, I didn't refresh yet. I'm gonna refresh the browser, but before that I want you to keep an eye on this side and see what will happen. So I'm gonna refresh now like this, and you see, so before the exclamation mark was here, Okay, but now when I used the justify value, the exclamation mark went to the end of the color. Okay, and that is because when we use the justify value, justify means that I want the text to have the width of all the page. Okay, so the text or the paragraph will have the width of the whole HTML page. So there will be no more space here nor here. So no more spaces because the text will take the whole width of the page. Alright, so that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If so, give us a thumb up and don't forget to share my videos and hit the notification bell to be notified for every single video that I post about CSS or HTML or JavaScript.